What's up, football? Well, is it football or fantasy football fans? I guess it's both, right? Welcome to the Inside the Hashes fantasy football selection show. Listen, we're about to have a good time tonight. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for this selection show. And I'm joined. I know you guys are typically used to seeing the GOAT, the one and the only, the GOAT, Mr. Sam Kirk. But unfortunately, he's having a little bit of technical difficulties this evening. So, with that being said, we brought in my Air It Out co-host. The Air It Out podcast brought to you by Inside the Hashes. If you don't check it out, you need to go check it out every Thursday at 6 p.m. Anyway, the Air It Out podcast, one of my co-hosts, Mr. Darren Braxton, a.k.a. Coach. Say what's up to the people, man.
What's good? Listen, I'm back. I'm going to steal my other co-host's favorite line. This is the revenge tour right now for me. But I'm honored to, be able to step in for the great shoes of Mr. Sam Kirk and lead us off on a great selection show here today. So let's get it started, people. Let's get it started.
Well, let's get it started then. Listen, again, this is the Inside the Hashes. This is the fifth annual Inside the Hashes fantasy football draft, right? So we're not drafting tonight. We're just doing the selection show. And so that means we are going to get our picks, okay? We're going to get our picks, and everybody's going to know where they're going to be selecting on draft night. And I'm excited for it. Before we get into the first person, though, I want to ask you, Coach, what position are you trying to get? I know everybody's like, I don't want number one, right? Like everybody's like, I don't want number one. I'm actually not too mad with number one because you still get that back-to-back, you get that swing around. But what, like, if you had your prime position, if you could select one spot, and I'm not talking multiple, I'm not talking in the middle, at the beginning, at the one specific number, what would your number be?
Okay, I got you. My runner-up, real quick, would be 12 because I like the back-to-back, especially at the end because I get to start it off for the next one.
Got it.
But the perfect number for me would be 8. 8 because you will still have very good options at running back. That's still going to be there left over. You can access any quarterback if you really wanted to test it out. And almost any wide receiver by that time. You might have one or two going, but the max is one or two. At 8, it's a perfect spot, especially in the 12-man league.
8 is actually a really solid spot because, like you said, I mean, you really could still get you can get a top 10 running back, right? At the 8 spot if you want.
And then a top 10 quarterback or wide receiver when that comes back around.
Exactly. That swing around, you really get to you might be able to get a top 5 quarterback or receiver, as you just said. That's a great spot to pick in. I like it. I'm not mad at it at all. That's solid. That's really solid. If I had my choice, personally, I think I would go. Yeah, I think I would go with 11. I think 11 is solid, right? Just because, I think that 11 spot allows for me to take a gamble on an up-and-coming, maybe rookie running back or a running back who has solid numbers last year, because you're not going to get a top 10 running back right there, right? Because they're probably going to be gone at that point. But you can probably get one of those sleeper guys. And then on the come around, that swing around, you only got to wait one pick. And you really can, you can get a solid, a top 3 wide receiver. You can get the number 1 quarterback. It's a lot of things you can do.
I'm not mad at it because you got to think last year I had, I believe, pick 12. And with that pick, I got Najee Harris.
Yeah, man. Listen.
And we all see what Najee did last year.
That's exactly the point I'm making. This is that's really, it's a really solid spot to be toward, in my opinion. All right, let's not give away too much strategy before we get into the selection show here. All right. So without further ado, we're going to bring up our first person who is going to be selecting in this year's fantasy football draft. Okay. He is no stranger to the Inside the Hashes fantasy football draft. He's been with us at least 3 seasons. I believe it's been 3 and maybe 4, but it's been at least 3 seasons. And he's really good. He drafts really good. I've never seen the team that this guy's drafted, and I'm like, that's not good. He always drafts a really good team.
It's solid every year.
Makes the playoff. Like he's a solid team. He can draft pretty well. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to none other than Luca. Luca, come on into the room.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Thanks for the great intro.
Say what's up to the people, man. How are you?
I'm rocking. How are you?
I can't complain. I cannot complain at all. Okay, so before we get into interviewing, is a snake doing it? He is. He really is.
It worked though for him every time. If this was he's making it work.
He's literally the guy where you're like, man, you took the exact player I had in my mind right before I was going to take him. Like Luca does it all the time. All right, so before we get into talking to you, Luca, we got to bring up the facts and all the jazz about you. So if we can get that stuff put up real quick, let's introduce the fans to Luca, okay? So he owns a life-size cardboard Nicolas Cage. I don't know anybody who has one of those. That is phenomenal. Okay, let's talk about it. National Treasure. Both of them are like two of my favorite movies. I love them, so I'm not mad at that. Okay, he moved to Cincinnati. Now, that's another one. I've never heard of somebody moving to Cincinnati, and that's no shade to anybody from Cincinnati. I'm on Instagram. I've never heard of anybody going to Cincinnati. Okay, Moon Knight is his favorite superhero. Okay, that's solid. That's an underrated one right there. I'm not mad at that at all, actually. And Pirates of the Caribbean is his favorite movie series. First of all, can we just, like Johnny Depp, we love you, man. You don't win your case now. Can we get one? Just one more, man. Just one more. I know
he's coming back for one more.
Just one more.
He's supposed to be, but we can't. We can talk Pirates of the Caribbean all day. It's a great thing, but sir, we need to talk about the life size cutout.
I have him right here. Can I bring him over?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to.
Yeah, please, we got to see.
I'll bring him over.
Yes, you have
to. Listen, if there's one thing I'd love, even if it was for me a crabby movie.
Oh, look at it.
It's Johnny Blaze. It's Johnny Blaze. It's Ghost Rider himself.
It's Ghost Rider, ladies and gentlemen. See, and that's the thing you gotta love about Nicolas Cage. You got National Treasure, right? You got National Treasure, so he's giving you the history and background on the country and all those different things. But then he's like, nah, I'm gonna go Marvel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show you guys that I can do this too. And not just any Marvel character. Not just any Marvel. Ghost Rider. That's listen,
amazing.
Man.
I love Ghost Rider movies.
The Ghost Rider movies were fire. Okay, let's just call it what it is. They were absolutely.
I like the first one. I didn't like the second one.
The second one was a little bit, you know what I mean? But the first one, absolutely.
Yeah, that was it.
They were still good though. They were still good. Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna get right into this interview. Luca, we gotta ask you some questions. Okay, so I just asked Coach. So I gotta ask you, if you had one prime position, what would be the number that you want to draft in this evening? Well, not this evening, but that you would want to receive this evening.
You were bashing it in the intro before I came on, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm all in Christian McCaffrey this year.
Wow,
dude! If Baker's a starter, I'm all in Christian McCaffrey.
Wow, he said it, ladies and gentlemen. He said it.
You don't even know he's gonna be the starter though. You got that much faith? He's gonna beat out Darnold?
He said it. That's.
I'm Darnold.
I'm shocked.
Nick Chubb had one of his best years at Baker.
Listen,
I think CMC.
Okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all because CMC is probably going to have a really good season. So, if you get, hopefully you get number one. Hopefully you get number one. Coach, do you have any questions before I go into my next question?
All right, I do have one good question for you, sir, and this is this: if there is no number one pick for you, and you cannot get a top 10 guy, who would you more so lean to? A veteran as the number one guy, or a rookie with tons of upside?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I would go veteran. I feel like first round pick, I gotta go safe. I could get riskier in the next few picks, but the first round, I got nailed down to secure my top player. Make sure he's good.
Listen, smart man over here. Smart man.
I like it. I'm a risk taker, so I might be like, You
Well,
know,
listen,
give me Brees Hall. What's up? Give me Brees Hall. You know, I might go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know,
listen, I might go crazier. James Cook in the 3rd round.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Listen, I ain't mad at it.
That's
One more
crazy. That's
question.
crazy talk now.
You're trying to get juicy and fly. Just a little bit. All right. Luka, we got
I'm writing all this down.
One more question, and we'll let you get into your pick. Okay. So my question is this: are you going to win this year?
I hope so. I think it's my 3rd season. I need to win. I feel like I draft, like you guys said. I feel like I got a good team every year. They never finish it out.
All right. Well, we're about to see where you are about to pick.
Moment of truth.
Let's go ahead and bring this up. Let's cross our fingers for pick number 1 for Lucas, so he can get the one person that he's already said he wants. Okay, he wants CMC.
Yes, just don't give me number 1.
Luka, we're gonna
number 1. So I know.
Luka, we're gonna let you have the privilege of counting it down.
Oh.
Go ahead and count down so we can hit that spinner and get your pick.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Send it.
Send it. Okay, here we go. Slowing
Okay.
down. Oh,
it has a 1 in it.
Yeah, it does have a 1 in it.
Pick number 10.
So now we need your reaction. How are you feeling? You didn't get number 1, but 10 is really solid. That's a solid spot to pick at. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I think like you said earlier, like to come around in the 2nd round, you get like a top guy there. So I don't know who's supposed to be like a 10 pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got to think about it. I got to do some mock drafts now.
It's definitely solid.
Mock draft season now.
So the 2nd round is good though. I like the 2nd round. The quick turnaround. Yeah.
There you go. So my question is, let's say the top 9 running backs are off the board. Are you going with who is projected to be the top, like in a top 10 running back, or are you going another direction? Are you going the top wide receiver here with this pick, knowing that you have the turnaround, like a short turnaround on the back end in the 2nd round?
I think I'd take the top wide receiver over the 10th running back. I think that's.
Listen, this is why he's slithering every single year to us. Listen, it's chess, not checkers with my man.
Yes.
It's good stuff. I'm not mad at it. Well, Luka, it's been a pleasure. Wait, actually, before we go, Coach, you got any other questions?
Listen, no. I'm gonna let Luka sit on this because he gotta use that brain of his. He gonna be thinking hard and long on this next one.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure. Well, Luka, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on pick number 10, and congratulations on your move to Cincinnati, man. That's super dope.
It's exciting out here.
All right, we'll see you draft day, sir.
Thank you.
Coach, number 10 is off the board, man. How you feel about that?
I'm a little bit. I prefer that 8 to 12 range personally. I want to see what everyone's kind of thinking, kind of moving towards. I'm just hoping that when it comes my turn, I don't get number 1. That's the one I do not want. I do not want number 1.
We already know who you're picking at number 1. Like, you got the jersey on. Like, come on, man. Like, we're not even
3rd round.
Like, I
will not grab Lamar.
He's not gonna be there during the turnaround. I can tell you that much right now.
No. Listen, I'm telling you this now. I'm not grabbing Lamar earlier than the 2nd round. At the earliest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in 2022, and there's this particular phrase that is permeating throughout social media and all different types of circles, and it's being articulated in various ways, but I'm going to say it this way. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. You're going to get Lamar. And I know it. Okay? But anyway, we're going to go ahead and bring on our next selector. You see what I did there? I was going to say contestant, but I said selector. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and this dude is the smoothest. Okay? Actually, matter of fact, here's what we're going to do. we're going to bring up the graphic. We want to introduce him. We're going to give the facts about this guy before we even let you see the face, okay? We're going to give the facts before the face, okay?
Before you hear the smoothness.
The facts of this guy right up on the screen right now. We're going to give you the facts before we get the face. Now, he's been with us for a couple years now as well. That is Mr. Matt McCoy. Okay, before I get into the facts, I want to say that he has the smoothest talking. Like, he just be chilling. Like, the way he sounds is like he has no care in the world. He just be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Matt McCoy, he's a sucker for old school video games. Okay, so I'm going to ask, are we talking Atari? Are we talking Sega? Like, I got to ask. You know what I'm saying? He's a professional wrestling fan since he was 8 years old. Listen, I love wrestling, okay? Rock bottom.
Who doesn't? You got to love that it's coming to Philly.
You feel? But even
you gotta love that it's coming to Philly soon.
You feel me? But even further than that, Andre the Giant, you know, what I mean? You feel me? Anyway, 2 holes in 1 to his credit, but he is still pretty terrible at golf. Well, you got 2 more than I got. You got 2 more than I got. That's it. That's right. And I can't get the slice. It's the slice, you know, the slice. I got to get it out. Anyway, big superhero movie fans. He has seen every Marvel movie in theater. Okay, Matt McCoy, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him on. All right, so I gotta ask.
The legend.
I gotta ask first. You've seen all Marvel movies in theater. Is there anyone that you're like, that ain't it? They missed. They missed with this one.
This should be an easy one for you.
Oh man! All right, so you're gonna get me going on here for a little while, but. Yo, if you ever seen Thor: Dark World, man,
it's an easy one every time.
That one's rough, man.
I'm with you, Matt.
So, like, I got younger brothers and sisters. Took them to the theater, did the whole 9 yards. So, my wife had never seen any of the movies. So I said, you know what? We're gonna watch all the movies from 1 all the way through. And we got to Dark World, and she watched that one, and she was like, "I can't even watch this." She left. She couldn't handle it. I was like, I don't blame you. It's rough.
Wow,
that's a bad one.
Wow, that's a little bit shocking.
That's the universal bad one.
Little shocking. Little bit shocking. I like the Thor movies. You know, I don't think they're the best Marvel movies, but I don't have a problem with them. You know, the last Thor movie, the screaming goats were absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I was falling out every single time. Okay. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta ask before we get into the pick and everything like that. You said that you're old school video game fan, so I gotta know there you go. The goats made the movie. That's facts. Okay. But my question is, what old school fans are we video games are we talking about? Are we talking about like PlayStation 1, Sega, Atari? Are we talking about PS2? Like, what are we
going back to the Dreamcast days?
Dreamcast, like, are we talking about, you know, Gamecast? What are we talking about?
We're talking, I mean, we're on
that was a reference for those who missed it.
We're doing a football stream, right? So we're talking Tecmo Super Bowl. That's what we're
talking.
We're talking Bo Jackson. We're talking
Bo Jackson. Tecmo, listen, Bo Jackson, untackleable. I don't even know if that's a word, but untackleable. Bo Jackson, Tecmo Bowl. I like it. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what's up.
Oh man, that's even more cheating than we had Vic on 04 for Madden. Let's be honest. Those were the 2 cheat codes when it comes to any football game. You got Mr. Bo Jackson. You got Mike Vick.
That one, and then the Ravens defense in 05 with Ray Lewis on that hit stick. Ray Lewis was causing a fumble every single time. Bang, bang, baby. Yes, sir.
Oh my.
I love it. I love it.
I got a question for Mr. Smooth, Mr. Cool, Mr. Matt McCoy. You gotta tell us about these holes in 1, because you got 2 more than both of us right now. So we gotta know, terrible or not, how it feel. How it feel to get 2, not 1, but 2.
2.
Hey man, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. You know what I mean? Nah, so I'm not a good golfer, man. I just got lucky. He's got 2 of them. Got 2 of them, 2 on 2 par 3s. It was funny because my first one, the hole was on the back side of the green. You couldn't even see the hole. We'll just watch it hit the green and like rolling right towards where we think the flag is. And then all of a sudden we hear like the sound. And my buddy said, man, I don't know. That man going in the hole. And I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way it went in the hole. We went up there and sure enough, pulled the flag stick. There the ball was. So there you go.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Listen, sometimes you just got to be, it's better to be lucky than right. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
You know, so that's what's up. Shout out to that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the selection. But before we get into the selection, just one more question. If you had to pick a spot, where do you want to be?
So I heard your conversation with Luca, and you want a specific number. So I'm going to say 6. I'm going to say I want to be right in the middle of the action. I'm kind of like y'all. I don't think I necessarily want number 1 this year. Feels like this year is not as strong at the top as it's been in previous years. So I kind of like to be in the middle, man, just so if a run on running backs or a run on tight ends or something starts happening, I don't get on the wrong side of it, and I don't get in the middle. So I like to be in the mix of it.
I like that. I like that thinking. That's not bad at all. It's just like you're right in the middle. Devin Hester with the 100 speed was broke. That's true. No, that's facts. That's good.
That was the only time I would ever routinely take kickoffs.
Every time. Bump kickoffs. I'm not even running stuff back. I'm letting it go touchback, and all I'm doing is literally throwing a bomb. I'm just throwing a fade first play. There you go. Had that.
The bomb was too cheating. The kickoffs made me feel like Devin.
Man, look. Okay.
Give him the
I traded every single year. Roddy White, I love you. Get out of here. I traded him out of here. Devin Hester, bang, is gone. Is gone. Okay, anyway. All right, let's get into the pick. Let's bring up our chart and let's get into this pick. And Matt, I'm going to also give you the honor and the privilege of counting down for your pick whenever you are ready, sir.
All right, man. 3, 2, 1, blast off.
Blast off. What we got? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, pick number 10 is going 11. And we've got the Braxton position. That's what I'm affectionately going to name this. The Braxton position, okay? Number 12. All right. Matt, how do you feel about number 12?
Man, we're gonna make it work, man. We're gonna make it work.
It's solid. It's a solid
turnaround.
Back to back. It's a little bit of a wait to come back around, but once you get it, you get 2 in a row. So solid, good stuff. Well, Matt, we appreciate you for jumping on. Thank you so much. The smoothest guy inside the hashes, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're gonna let you go.
No, man.
And we will see you on draft day.
I appreciate y'all. Be well.
All right, Coach. 2 spots gone, 10 and 12. These are solid draft positions. What are your thoughts?
So I'm starting to see a little bit of a pattern, and I don't want to jinx it. but I'm starting to see a lot of later round picks going right now, and if that's the case, I don't want to be last.
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's tough. Matt just said in our chat that Roddy White is out here catching strays. I'm sorry, Roddy White. I love you. Okay, I do. You're one of my favorite Falcons ever. But on Madden, okay, when Devin Hester had that 100 speed, I had to. It's a business decision. You know what I'm saying? Business decision. I had to do what I had to do. Okay.
Listen, I trade for a good wide receiver every time I play with the Ravens. It is what it is. I need one.
I mean, yeah, you definitely wish you had a Roddy White or something like that. But anyway, I'm not gonna throw no shade. I ain't gonna throw no shade. Let it go. I'm gonna let you have it anyway.
Even if it's true, it's
I want to give you the honor and the privilege of introducing the next contestant here, and the reason why is because you're actually taking this place. So we're gonna bring up the graphics, and we're gonna introduce this person first. We're gonna give the facts and everything, but I want you to go on and introduce it. So let's bring up the facts.
Oh, bring them up. Oh man, we see it here. It's the GOAT, people. Mr. Sam Kirk, as he said, the diehard New York Giants fan. Mr. Attended the illustrious, the great Penn State University. Been playing fantasy football since 4th grade. Oh, yeah, he had it, though, in that ITH championship in 2018. And do I see it's another? Is there another Sam Kirk? Yes, it is. So we got to bring it on. We got to bring him on. The GOAT, Mr. Sam Kirk.
Mr. Sam Kirk. All right, let's see what's going on. Where's Mr. Sam Kirk? I think Sam Kirk may be having some technical difficulties. So I'm going to just continue to talk him up. First of all, I did not know Sam had a twin brother. Okay? I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked to find out that there's another GOAT out there. Another
that threw me off completely. I was not expecting to see a twin.
Bananas. And I wonder, do they both go to Penn State? That's the real question.
Ooh, are they going double trouble out there?
What? Like, if I had a twin brother and we went to the same college, oh, man, we would be tearing it up. We'd be football stars, basketball stars, baseball stars. What? Man, you couldn't tell. And then here's the best part. When I'm tired and I don't want to go to class, hey, yo, bro.
You got this one. I got yours.
I got you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
I got you tomorrow.
All your class tomorrow. The back to back. You know what I'm saying? We could just do it like that. You know? I love it. I love that. That's super dope. All right. Well, it looks like Sam again is still having some technical difficulties. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to the next contestant. All right. The next contestant is someone who you should be familiar with, okay? All of the Inside the Hashers family should be familiar with this person.
Oh, God.
A resident and a constant on the Air It Out podcast again.
Hold up.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me say it. Let the revenge tour begin.
You know, he has coined the phrase revenge tour. I mean, we're talking Stidham season. He's the first person in Inside the Hash's history to wish injury on somebody. He is the resident Patriot fan. So we're gonna bring up his stats. We're gonna bring up all of the facts about this person, but you should already know who we're talking about. Okay, air it out. A phenom, I will say, Mr. Darius Riddick. Okay, and he is a diehard Patriots fan, as I just stated. I mean, he thinks he is, but anyway. Then he went to Hawaii this year. I didn't know that. No.
Okay.
Hawaii, come on. I wasn't making big moves. You gotta tell me how the weather was. Tell me how the weather was. Okay. He went to his first football game in Miami this year. Super lit. And he loves Call of Duty. And by the way, let's just bring him on. Let's just bring him on.
Come on. Bring him on at this point. Okay, it's the guy right here. In the building. It's the one and only Mr. Darius. What's going on?
He's in the building.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Listen, again, and here's the other thing. Okay, if you didn't know that Coach just recently, not even 30 days ago, just recently got married. Okay,
listen, that's the last time I remember seeing everybody together.
We had a good time. I saw Darius in this completely different light. He was dancing and stuff.
See, wait, we talk about that. We gotta talk about how my man Avery and Darius all night long had a man's back.
We had to have your back, man.
We had to. Literally. You had to. Man, we're gonna hold you up. You
Respect it.
I am my brother's keeper. Okay.
That's the only time. That's the only time a Ravens fan and Patriots fan is going to get together and have a good time. That's the only time we're going to get together and have a good time.
All right, Darius, gotta ask, how was the weather in Hawaii, man? I didn't know you. Hawaii, that's dope.
Yeah, I went back in March, man. It was beautiful. I definitely think you guys should go. The weather was consistent. It was all like 80 degrees. Very, very, very expensive. So if you go, be prepared. Like, that was my last trip of this year. I'm done. I got no more. It was very expensive, but nah, man, it was a great time. The food was good. The vibes were good. The people are very friendly. Like, everywhere you go, somebody's gonna say aloha. They're gonna throw up this. So it's nothing but just great energy out there, man. And that jet lag is serious.
Ooh, the jet lag is serious.
Oh,
Hey,
Darius, you sound like me when I was coming from my honeymoon in Mexico.
Serious,
Listen,
Come on.
you sound just like me. Weather is nice. All you hear is hola, hola.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's
facts.
it, man. It's great vibes. It's great vibes.
Mexico is
I'm
dope.
happy for you, my guy.
Mexico is dope, but I gotta get to Hawaii. I gotta do it at least.
Oh yeah,
Gotta do it
It's
at
fun.
least.
It's fun. It's fun.
All right.
I have a great question for Mr. Patriots fan here. How do you think Mac Jones will do this year, coming off of his first Pro Bowl season? Alternate or not, Pro Bowl season for Mac Jones. What will we see in year 2?
I think we'll see a little bit of what we saw in year 1. I think we're going to be a run-first team, which can set up the play action. Obviously, we don't have Josh McDaniels. We got Matt Patricia, Joe Judge calling the plays. Bill Belichick will probably call some plays. So I definitely think it's going to be a different scenery. But I think we're going to see a lot of, like I said, a lot of play action, a lot of run first, a little short underneath routes, get the tight ends going. I'm hoping for a big year for Jonnu. I think, he has to really get going. Hopefully he can be in that, like that Aaron Hernandez role, right? Like that fullback, running back, tight end type of player. So, but I think the defense is going to carry us again, and hopefully we can, make a serious playoff push. Fingers crossed.
Okay. All right. Solid.
I ain't mad at it.
Solid. You know what? I'm gonna stick on the Mac Jones train since you finally got a quarterback that you can Brandon. But
Mac and cheese, baby.
I want to know, is Mac Jones a top 10 fantasy quarterback this year?
That's a great one.
No, not right now. But I think as the season progresses, depending on how what type of offense we have, he has the potential to be, because we have Devontae Parker, who I'm really, really high on. If he stays healthy, I think when it's all said and done, he could be a top 15, possibly top 10 fantasy wide receiver if he stays healthy.
Okay. I mean, that's how, you know what?
I'm not mad at that.
So you said he's not a top 10. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Give me your top 10 fantasy quarterbacks right now. If you putting you on the spot. Putting you on the spot right now.
Patrick Mahomes, no order. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I feel like I'm missing a couple of people. Jalen Hurts. Right. I'm gonna throw Jalen Hurts in there because I love his dual threat ability. He was really, really good last year. What am I at 9?
That's 9.
One more.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go with him. I'm gonna go with Dak. I think Dak is still a 4,000 yard passer, and he can get you 30 to possibly 40 touchdowns depending on what the Cowboys are gonna do. So that's my top 10.
That's a solid top 10. That's a really solid top 10.
That's all right, but I got a quick question. No Tua? 2 of the best weapons in the game. 2 of the best weapons in the game right now. No Tua?
What?
Or is that the from y'all?
What? No, all jokes aside, I think Tua is in the same kind of boat with Mac as far as he's not a top 10 now, but depending on how they use him and if they actually trust him throwing the ball, he has the potential to sneak in that top 10.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't hear Russell Wilson. Maybe.
No, we did not hear Russell Wilson.
No Russ. No Russ. Russ is like he's 11. He's like, because you know with Russ. We know what Russ can do, right? Like the first half of the season, we get MVP magic, but then when November, December, when you really need Russ for fantasy, he doesn't really perform that well.
You know what?
So that's why he's in that outside.
Fantasy, I can get that, but if we talking in real life,
I'll let you have it. Now,
I love December.
Last question, and then we'll get into your pick. Is Cam Newton on the roster before or after week 8, or not at all?
Hot take. I don't think
he was on your team.
Hot take. I don't think he's gonna be in a roster this year. I don't think so.
You think there's 32 better? He doesn't think so.
I mean, I think if he was, he would have been in this training camp. He would have been, that mentor quarterback, whatever team that's looking for that type of quarterback. But I think teams are kind of looking at him like we don't really need you in that limelight. We're good
feel
off
like
that.
The Cam Newton disrespect is ridiculous.
It is. It is.
You telling me that Davis Mills deserves to be a starting quarterback in this league over Cam Newton? I'm sorry, but I'm about to hang up everybody's cleats. I'm hanging up everybody's cleats because it's a wrap now.
Like what? Like what?
He's young, but he's young, Garrett. He's a young quarterback. You don't want somebody. I mean, Cam is what, 33, I believe, or 32, 33?
Would you rather a third-round rookie that
I don't want to hear
so
I'm just
former MVP who can still run the ball and still be effective?
I mean, Houston would be a great landing spot for him if he were to go, right? Like, that's a run first team. Lovie Smith's the head coach. Defense is going to be solid. He can possibly push Davis, but they didn't. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and get into your pick. So let's go ahead and bring up our graphic so we can get that thing going, and we're going to let you count it down. But before we let you count it down, I just want to say that you mean to tell me Cam Newton is not better than Drew Lock or Geno Smith? Okay, anyway, go ahead and count it down, sir.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Spin that thing.
Bow! DJ, spin that. Ooh, oh.
Okay. I like that. That's
Hey, coach, that trend that you were talking about.
I like that.
That trend that you talk about is looking like.
I like that. I could work with 9.
You know what I'm saying?
I said it.
All right, we need the reaction. What are your thoughts?
I like it. It's not number one. I feel like you guys said before, like number one is you got a lot of pressure. I'm in that middle. Like I get to really see how people are going to draft, right? Like those first 8 picks before me is going to determine how, everybody's going to draft and what I feel like. So number 9, that's what I want. I want it to be at that end because there's some great players that's going to slip and fall. And I'm going to just be like, okay, this is what we're doing. So number 9, baby.
9 is pretty solid. It's like you got that opportunity to still get a top 10 running back or really dictate the next couple picks and shift the first round for real. So that's a solid position. We appreciate you. Before you go, I just want to say that Cam Newton is better than Mitch Trubisky. So I'm just, again, there's teams out there. Okay? He could be one. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Darius, we appreciate you. Thank you, sir. We will see you on draft day, sir. All right, listen. We're going to go right into the next person, okay? We're going to go right into the next person, and we're not even going to waste any time. So let's bring up the graphic, okay? Let's bring up the graphic and introduce this person, okay? This person, I believe, new to Inside the Hatch, you know what I'm saying? Okay? But I believe this is my dark horse to win it all. I'm just being honest, okay? This is my dark horse to win it all, okay?
This is my dark horse now. He had Eli Manning in his kitchen.
That's why it's been in his
kitchen.
His own personal kitchen, ladies and gentlemen, okay? His personal kitchen. I got a question for that. Okay, he used to live in Italia. Okay, I like that.
Never broken a bone.
I need to know about the food over there, okay? Because I've heard some stories. Never broken a bone. I have a broken finger currently. And he has worked as a cheese salesman. Come on,
Eli, I gotta ask about the cheese salesman.
He got that cheese. All right, let's bring him on, Mr. Ned McCann. He got that cheese.
How's it going? Thank you for having me.
Cheese. Absolutely. Okay, I gotta ask. What did Eli Manning cook in your kitchen, or what was he even doing in your kitchen?
So, all right, here's a little story. It also is my family's kitchen. I got to preface.
Okay.
So my dad won a raffle to play around in golf with him. And so he said, I have 4 sons, huge Giants fans. So he was able to come over and sign some autographs, get some pictures, major money moves.
Man, that's
definitely
dope.
Money moves.
That is super dope. Not only does your dad get to do a nice, a golf session with Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champ Eli Manning, but then you guys, as Giants fans, get to meet the guy that brought you 2 Super Bowls in this millennium. Like, that's super dope.
He was just chilling in your kitchen.
Just chilling in your kitchen, eating some, pot roast or something. Yeah, that's dope.
Well, I got a question because Eli was probably in there really eating cheese, because I got to ask that, Was there a lot of cheese to be made in a cheese salesman business?
So I would say so. I mean, yeah, there's a local cheese shop in my town, and part-time during high school would work there. And it's a weird thing to know a lot about, but yeah, I mean, people love their cheese.
Listen, you gotta love a good charcuterie board.
Listen,
Yeah.
I love some cheese. Okay, so I gotta ask: are we going smoked Gouda
Ooh,
or
some good Gruyere?
there we. Ooh, already. I'm gonna give you guys a third to put you guys on. Triple cream brie, the best cheese in the world. Best
triple cream brie is absolutely
cheese.
phenomenal.
That's
I
winner
have
right
had
there.
triple cream. That is so. It's so good. It is so
Best.
good. It's so
Smoked
good.
Gouda is great too.
Personally, I'm a little traditional. Okay, I like me some turkey pepperoni with some extra sharp cheddar. You know what I'm saying? That right there hits every single time. But that triple, boy, listen. With some, I ain't about to go on a tangent.
I'm at the
Okay, I ain't going on a tangent.
Let's talk
man,
football.
You're
Come
putting
on.
this on, man.
Let's get right into this. Well, actually, I got one more question. Okay, Italy. You used to live in Italy. Well, for how long? How did that happen?
So it wasn't for too long. I was doing a semester out there. So it was last fall from like August to December, and it was just the best. I mean, amazing food, amazing people, just unbelievable sights. Yeah, really lucky to have been able to get out there.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to go to Italy for one reason, and this may be the fat man inside of me. I want to taste the sauce because everybody talks about the Italian like that.
And that leads up to my final question before we get started here. Really quickly, just pick one or the other. Tomato sauce or Alfredo sauce in Italy? Which is better?
So tomato sauce, and I'll tell you, in Italy, you can't really find Alfredo sauce. Yeah, that's like an American Italian thing. It's funny when you go out there, it's like you think you're gonna know what's on the menu based on what we have here. Completely different foods.
Okay.
Yeah, you learn something new every day, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Ned, as you can see, Ned is very cultured. Okay,
I try.
He has dinner with Eli Manning.
Banana culture.
He flies to Italy and has red sauce. I mean, and then he sells cheeses. You know, I mean, what more do you want from him? You know, so, all right, look, we're gonna let him bring up our graphic, and we're gonna get your pick, and I'm gonna give you the same privilege that I've given everybody else, the privilege to count down your own pick. Before we do that, though, I gotta know, what are you hoping to land? Again, 9, 10, 12 are gone. What do you feel?
I mean, based on this board, I got to go 11. I'm definitely like a later kind of the draft, just because I feel like you're in control with kind of those close picks. But yeah, definitely 11 if I have my choice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, fingers crossed. Go ahead and count it down, Mr. Ned.
All righty, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, 11. Come on, lucky number 11. It's not going to be 11, but it's going to be my favorite number. Pick number 5. Almost
you got a top 5.
Right,
going to be Mr. Top 5, sir.
Right. So, all right, now I need the reaction here. What are your thoughts? You saw the 11 go past, you're like, okay, not getting there, but you got middle of the pack. What are your thoughts?
I'll take it. I mean, it's a little tough, like not having that kind of control, and it's kind of you're gonna kind of get who's best available. But I feel like I got a good chance at one of the best receivers, or still some solid running backs. So I'm not too unhappy about it.
That's solid. I was not expecting you to even reference receiver at 5. Like if you pick a receiver at 5, that shifts. I know that's going to shift so many draft boards right there. I mean, because 5, you're talking arguably.
You're picking a litter from receivers.
Absolutely.
Adams,
there's at least 15 like top fantasy running backs. I mean, you got Derrick Henry, of course. You got Christian McCaffrey. You've got who's consistent in his numbers and Josh Jacobs. You got Jonathan Taylor. You got Nick Chubb. You got again, if he bounces back, Saquon Barkley. You got Zeke, who's consistent in his numbers. There's a lot of backs out there. So to even reference receiver, I can't wait to see what you do at number 5.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait to see what you do.
It's gonna be a wild draft, and I love it.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to see. Well, Ned, we thank you for taking a pause from your time in Italy to come join us. I'm joking, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. We will see you on draft day. Tell Eli I said what's up.
Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
Yes, sir. All right, Coach. We got some good
that
numbers.
Pick 5 that threw me off. It's starting to jinx it. I'm liking this.
Some
I
good
like
numbers
the
on the board.
pattern. I need my number 8 slot.
And we still got number 1 to go. We still haven't even gotten to pick number 1. Like, I
That's
wonder
gonna be
who's
an
going to get
interesting
it.
one. I'm really waiting to see who
Who's
gets
going
it.
to get it. Okay. All right. Well, I actually think that this person, the next person, is actually going to get it because this is his first year with Inside the Hashes. This is his first year with Inside the Hashes Fantasy Football. This is his first selection show. All first. So I think he's going to get the first pick.
I think he wants
my
the first.
pick. So we're going to bring up the graphic. We're going to introduce him. We're going to talk about some facts about this young individual here. He is the tallest on his mother's side. Okay. He hates fried rice. Oh my! You just became my least favorite person in this draft. I'm joking. Okay, he has been to every state in the U.S. but Arkansas. Well, you got to get to Arkansas. You
got something against Arkansas, sir?
You got to complete it. You got to complete it. Okay, and he can squat 400 pounds. That's cap. That's cap. I call cap, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know, man. He looked like a strong young man to me.
Listen,
looked like he lifting weights.
Devontae White. Say what's up to the people. Devontae, we need you to unmute one time, though. We need you to unmute. I can see your mic is muted already. Come on and unmute. There he is. There he is.
There you go.
What's going on?
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing all right until you said that you ain't on bang with fried rice. What's going on with the fried rice?
I just never liked rice like that. I was never a big fan of it. Nah, this wasn't fun.
Oh, so it's not just the fried rice, it's all rice.
It's rice as a whole. Rice as a whole.
All right. I can respect that a little more.
Listen, you look like you got a pretty good figure on you, man. Stay away from the rice, okay? I'm trying to tell you because I used to look like that, and now the rice got to you. That's all I'm saying. You feel me? Anyway, okay, so 400 pounds. Do you play football? Or do you just work out?
I actually run track.
What?
See, there it is. There it is. The legs, man.
Solid.
The legs gotta be able to go.
Gotta have them ham hocks. Gotta have them ham hocks. Okay. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen. Devontae is actually the youngest on this entire call. Okay. Let them know. Just talk to them real quick.
What's the age?
17.
7.
He's a baby.
All rice matters. That's funny.
He's a baby. It's okay. I love it though.
A junior in high school. Listen, you know what I love about this? This is what I love about Inside the Hashes. Okay, Sam Kirk. Do you know how old he was when he started with Inside the Hashes? 16. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 16 years old. Man, listen, we don't discriminate. If you got the juice, you got the juice. And Devontae, you clearly got the juice. You know what I'm saying? If you're squatting 400 pounds, I mean, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? All right, so gotta ask. You, youngest in the company, that's right. So I gotta ask.
Okay.
What draft position are you looking? Like, has your prime draft position been taken off the board?
It has not, actually.
Okay.
He won number 1. I'm telling you. The babies always want that number 1
I
spot, man.
I wanted number 1, but I gotta go with number 3.
Okay, why number 3?
Lucky number 3. It's our favorite number.
Oh, he got. I see the bling. You know what I'm saying? He threw it.
He gotta show off a little. I mean,
gotta go on a favorite number, and plus, like, I'm the youngest, basically a rookie. Now I gotta set the tone. Going up early.
I dig it. Now, you've been to every state in this country except for Arkansas, but you're from the boot. You're currently in the ATL. Okay. Now, I can hear, right? I can hear a slight, Southern accent there, but most people probably can't. What is that about? Do you think it's because you travel so much, or is it?
It's probably because I travel a lot, and the fact that I've been told with certain words I say, I'm actually start kicking with certain words. So
for sure,
absolutely.
Like when you just said kicking, I was like, yeah, that's right there. That's the boot. Right there. That's the boot. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, look, Coach, you got any questions before we go ahead?
I got one question, man.
All right.
Just one. Just one. Why? I'm sorry, not why, but what is it that you are actually running in track? I know you say that you run track, but what are you running? 100, 200?
I run the 400 and I run the 800.
Oh yeah, he got a spot for 100 because them legs got to be going, man. That's too far for me. I'm done after 100.
Listen, I'm done after 50 yards. Okay, you know what I'm saying? 50 yards and I'm out of there, B. You know what I'm saying? Give me 50. Give me a fade. Bang. I'm good. I'm off. Don't call on me again until the third quarter. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Because that's what 800. Nah.
That's probably my easiest race too.
Nah. What? All right.
Easiest.
Probably my easiest race because
nope.
I run when I run the 4, I full sprint it. I full sprint that race, so I be gassed.
What?
I full
sprint on a 4.
They always say I can never. I'm
Listen,
not the tallest.
I wish I had that much energy again. I wish. I feel like the old man now.
Man, look, I could listen. If they ask me to run anything more than the 200, I'm be like, yeah, I'll see y'all.
That's half my team.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
That's half my team. That is half.
That's too much. And to me, it's aimless running. I don't get to hit nobody. Don't nobody come and hit me. I just run and then be done.
That's understandable. That's understandable.
You know. All right, listen. We're not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna get into this next pick. Devontae. He said he wants number 3. I'm predicting number 1. Let's hope for number 3 so he can get it. Let's bring up this graphic. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. We're gonna let you do the honors of counting down, and we're gonna, see what happens.
So,
go on.
1, 2, 3, go.
Ooh, them picks looking slim. What we got? That's not going to be 3. It's not going to be 1.
Lucky number 7.
Number 7.
I'll take 7.
Lucky number 7. Okay, number 7 again.
I'll take 7.
Solid pick. Kind of in the middle of the pack. What are your thoughts? What is your strategy move for? If you ever run out of electricity, put the body in the hamster. No, that's facts. There we go. We good to go. All right, so you got number 7. What are your thoughts?
It's not number 3, but it's not number 3. But number 7, I can roll with number 7. I'll still have some good picks. I can still give me a good receiver, a running back. So I still have some solid picks. So not too upset, but hey.
Very solid, very solid.
Oh, yeah. So
Devontae, we appreciate you, man. Don't be squatting too much and hurting yourself out here. Stay safe. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stretch. Make sure you do all of that. Them what are they? What do they call it? The Bosu balls and stuff, so you don't tear no ligament stuff like that.
I love them things and I hate them. That love-hate relationship is real.
Listen, you got to be like Alvin Kamara out here. You know what I'm saying? That brother, he probably got like steel rods for an MCL. The brother is ridiculous. Okay, but anyway, good luck to you. We thank you for joining us, and we will see you on Drag.
All right, young Usain Bolt.
All right, let's get it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this next person needs no introduction. Okay, one of my favorite people on the planet. Outside of the fact that he's a Fugazi Ravens fan, who's really an Eagles fan, he is one of the aired out co-hosts. And he is super, super dope. Like I said, he's just been married. So we're going to bring up his graphics. And then, Jerome, here's what I want. I want you to take me completely off the screen. And I want to give him 30 seconds just to say what's up to the people. So we're going to bring him the graphic.
I love it. So listen here. Let's bring up the graphic. Yes, we already spoke on it. Definitely recently married to the love of my life. 12 wonderful, wonderful years. Honeymoon, second time ever on a plane. First time out the country, went to Mexico, as I told y'all before. Great time. In school for my master's at Drexel University. Going for higher education. Your boy is out here trying to be not only a coach, but a principal. And I love Hamilton. People don't know this about me, but I will sing the King song all day long. Ooh! Gotta love it. Da 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 da. Oh, gotta love it, man.
Well,
gotta love
it. Hold on. Pause. You're gonna have the CEO interruption.
Ladies and gentlemen. The CEO has made an appearance. Mr. Jerome Jones, El Jefe, is in the building.
Thank you. We gotta hear Darren give us a little sample before we even
You gotta give us 4 bars. 4 bars, baby. Come on.
You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back. Time will tell. Ooh, that's listen, man. Listen, my wife put me on the Hamilton. I keep telling her I didn't like it, but oof, do I love that song now. Gotta love it, man.
Good stuff.
Yes. Said it live.
That's his wife, ladies and gentlemen. That's right there. You know what I'm saying? He loves Hamilton. He said it live. You're never going to live it down. You guys are clearly watching that tonight.
Listen, I got it forever. I'm good.
Bump that Ravens game. You're watching Hamilton tonight. All right. Well, Coach, listen. Like I said, you don't really need an introduction. Everybody should know you at this point. So I got to ask you, man. I know you said that 12 was like your like honorable mention, but if you really had a choice, you said
number 8 is still there. Listen,
it's still there.
The number 8, the number 8
still there
everywhere.
So
it's everywhere, and it's gonna be my pick. I'm telling you this now.
We done had picks number 7 and number 5 picks that are before you go off the board. So obviously, some of the marquee guys that you probably going to be targeting me going. What is going to be your strategy at number 8? Are you sticking with I gotta get a top 10 running back, or are you saying let me shake this thing up and I'm taking a kicker?
So listen, just understand this before round 8, Justin Tucker will be mine. But I'm going to let it play out. I'm going to see how the lay of the land is, and I'm going to go for the best option available. I'm going to take my Ravens approach, best available, whether that be a quarterback, whether that be a wide receiver, whether that be a running back. The one that I feel like is going to give me the best chance to win it all this year, that's what I'm going for with my number 1 pick.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Coach said he's taking Lamar Jackson with the number 1 overall pick. And then after that, he's going to come back with the back-to-back with J.K. Dobbins and
Rashad Bateman. Call it what it is.
You know,
it's a trio.
Well, listen, we're gonna go ahead and bring up the graphic. We're gonna bring up our reel, and we're gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and make your pick. So, Coach, go ahead and count it down, and let's cross our fingers for pick number 8.
3, 2, 1, spin it.
He's gonna get number 1, y'all. I see it. Here it is.
Oh no!
Watch.
Oh no! It's not going to the number.
Here it goes. Is it? So close. So close, man.
Oh man.
So close to number 8. One like less than an inch, less than a centimeter, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man.
Number 8. I feel like that's foreshadowing. He's going to end his position at number 11. But anyway, all right.
The shade.
What are your thoughts? Number 11. Remember, like I said, that's my pick. That was the one I was hoping for. So, what do you feel? Number 11.
So again, we already know that number 12 is the Braxton pick, but listen, I don't mind 11. I'm upset I did not get 8, as we can tell, but it's a great spot for me. I'll be able to get the lay of the land. I'll have that quick turnaround for my back-to-backs. I'll definitely be able to get 2 really, really good players out of it. So I'm not too mad. I'm really waiting to see how this plays out, and I'm again really want to know who's getting that number 1 slot.
Very, very true. It's going to be very interesting. So let me ask you: are you one of those people? Again, 11, you get that quick turnaround. So are you one of those people who are like, all right, I'll get a top 5 receiver, and then I'll pair that receiver with their quarterback? Are you one of those people? Or are you one of those people who have the thought mindset where I don't want to have too many people of the same roster on the same team? Like, I know a lot of people who may see, okay, 11, like last year, would say Devontae Adams, flip around, let me get Aaron Rodgers, right? To pair the 2. Or Tyreek Hill, let me flip around and get Patrick Mahomes. Are you one of those people? Or are you somebody who's like, nah, I don't really need to pair the guy with the quarterback?
So at least for this year, I'm going to go away from my trend of getting a lot of people that, even if they're on the same team, if I know they're going to do well, I'm not going to get them. Because it kind of bit me in the butt last year. I had the Lamar Jackson, the J.K. Dobbins on my team, and unfortunately, both of them got hurt. One got hurt a lot earlier, but I'd rather not put all my eggs in one team's basket.
Yeah, the Ravens were snake bitten by injury last year.
That was just a bad season when it came to the injury.
That's
but
really,
it's
really
okay.
tough.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, let's just keep it moving then. Let's keep it moving.
Oh yeah.
Got the number
oh yeah. And the next person we got here is a very good friend of ours.
Very good friend of ours. A Air It Out OG originator. Air It Out OG originator. He has made many special appearances on the show. You need to go check out the Run It Back podcast if you have not done so.
Oh, one of my favorite
podcasts. You need to go
podcasts.
check it out because it's absolutely amazing, and I love the fact that they talk about so many different things in sports, not just one or two things. They really cover abroad and so many good takes. All right, so we're gonna bring up his graphics so we can introduce him. So let's go ahead and bring that graphic up. But let's get those facts. Okay, look at that. He went to the Senior Bowl in 2022. Okay, that was with Inside the Hashes, ladies and gentlemen. He thoroughly enjoyed himself. If you didn't know, Lion King is a favorite Disney movie,
and this is why Chris is the OG GOAT.
That's why he's the
OG GOAT.
Let's call it what it is. Lion King is not just the favorite Disney movie; it's the greatest movie ever created in the history of movies.
Like put it on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like let's just say what it is. Lion King is the greatest movie ever. Late Registration is his favorite hip hop album. That's a really good hip hop album.
It's dope.
That's a good one right there.
All OG vibes right now.
I like that. Street fries is the GOAT of French fries. Oh, steak fries. Okay, we have steak fries is the GOAT of French fries. First of all, Chris, steak fries? Come on, steak fries?
Listen, they're twice the size of normally any other fries. And listen, man.
Again, he's the OG. That's the old school right there, man. It's old school all day with our guy, Mr. Chris Thomas.
It's too much potato, man. I mean, that's too much.
Listen, there's no such thing.
It's like a wedge, but not a wedge.
It's quality and quantity. There's a very few that are able to perfect that combination.
You know what? I will say this.
You need to take me to your spot because I ain't getting it good right now.
I was gonna say, if you can give me a spot with some good steak fries, I might change my mind. But I haven't found somebody who really makes a good steak fry. Okay. It's like a wedge without the wedge. It's weird. It's just it's a lot of potato. It's a lot of fry there for no reason. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
I got a question for you, Chris. I gotta ask, man.
Shoot.
Out of all of the great albums that he put out in his past, why Late Registration?
Oh, it's simple. It's the first CD my parents actually bought for me. So just listening to Heard Him Say it, and then after that, listen to Gold Digger,
Gold Digger. Oh, the skits.
Every Mother's Day, my alarm is "Hey Mama."
Oh, I love it. But I gotta ask you, were you a part of the broke broke? We ain't got it.
Got it.
Eternity.
I got the only clothing on. We can't afford no gas.
We ain't got
broke,
it.
broke. We ain't got it.
We ain't got it.
That's my joy. I love it. All right, Chris. So you've seen pick number 11, pick number 12, pick number 7, pick number 5. A lot of picks
is going, man.
A lot of good picks on the board. What say you? What do you want to end up with now? Right, we still got pick number 6 out there. That's like right in the middle of the pack. Still got pick number 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? What are you hoping for here?
Well, in my league, in the running back league, I have the 5th overall pick. Overall, I wouldn't mind the 6th pick or anything like in the top half, because I like my litter of like the best possible players available, then filling up my team later on. Like I'd rather get like that elite running back or that bona fide number 1 wide receiver that I know is going to give me 25 to 30 points a week than just trying to second guess like in the 2nd or 3rd round. Like, okay, this guy's going to be hot one week, then he's going to be cold.
Okay, not mad at it. Again, I used to be one of those like, I want to be in the middle of the pack. But it's just never worked out for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good as drafting as I think I am. But Middle of the pack typically doesn't work for me. I get some solid players, but that's really all they are. Like I'll get a consistent 140 to 180 points a week, but lose by like a point. Like I'd be like, dang, man. I've been middle of the pack the whole season and
They be the worst.
And then end at like the 11th spot. So I'm like, I don't want to do in the middle of the pack. So hopefully you get that number 6 and I ain't gotta worry about it. All right, let's go ahead and bring
If
up
not,
the wheel.
if not, I'll figure it out.
That's what you always do, my guy.
Well, let's go ahead and bring up the wheel, and we're going to let you go ahead and make your pick, Chris. And we're going to let you count it down.
All right.
Starting now.
3, 2, 1. Spin that wheel.
There it goes, ladies and gents. Pick number 8. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that one. Boy.
Hey, Chris, can we trade, buddy? Can we trade? Can we do the trade?
No trades, my friend. I'm sorry. No trades, my friend.
Oh, you were one pick off, Coach. You were one pick off.
Man. But Chris, how you feeling?
Dude, I love this pick. Listen, everybody, I got a feeling this is going to be a heavy running back central draft. Everybody's going to be picking running backs in the first few picks. I got a wide receiver in mind that I'm going to get.
Oh, okay. He's already got his wide receiver in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, Devontae Adams is off the board. Don't even try it. He's going like the 8th pick. Okay, he's going. Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. I see it now. You know what I'm saying? Right. Well, if you don't get the receiver, let's say something shakes up and at number 7 somebody takes that receiver that you were looking at. Are you still going receiver? Are you going to shake it up and go tight end? Are you going to go ahead and pick a defense? What are you doing if that guy is not there?
Listen, I'm going to make a bold proclamation. Hard to do when you still don't know the lay of the land yet. I'm getting a wide receiver in the first round. Stamp it, sign it, have it delivered.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you heard it here first, people. We get the running back from Chris. We can all show him this video later on.
We can all shame him. We will all shame him and throw big steak fries at him. Okay?
Shame.
Right. We're gonna throw steak fries at him. Okay? Shame. Shame. Well, Chris,
and I can't wait to take Lamar Jackson in the second round.
Oh,
now it's a threat, so I gotta get him first round, right? That's all that is. I gotta get him first round now.
I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you if you want to call my bluff.
I mean, you can wait. You got the 11. You got that quick turnaround. Anyway,
listen.
You got back-to-back picks, man. So
listen.
Well,
I always trust my guy. But it's do I want to get him that early?
He gonna take Lamar.
We never know. We never know.
It's gonna be a run. It's gonna be back-to-back Ravens defense, Lamar Jackson, and Rashad Bateman. All right. Well, Chris, we appreciate you. So we'll see you on draft day, sir.
Absolutely. See you guys.
All right. Well, what we gonna do is I'm gonna ask you first. How you feeling?
So I'm
number 8. Chris ends up getting your number 8. It's like your aired out rival almost. You know what I mean? Like, how you feel? You all right?
I'm good, man. Like, I'll be honest. I'm happy that it went to Chris if anyone else, because he's not going to mess it up, but he's not going to do well with it. So I'm happy either way. If he's going to take a wide receiver, I know we solid.
Whoa.
I'm happy with it.
Ooh, the shade. He said you can have a pick because I know you ain't gonna do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? That's heavy heat right there. That's heavy heat right there. Okay, all right. You wasn't talking like that when Chris was on the camera. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. All right. Listen, we're gonna go ahead and get into the next pick. Unfortunately, the GOAT is not going to be able to be with us. Unfortunately, Mr. Sam Kirk is having some technical difficulties. You know what I'm saying? But we're actually going to still go ahead and run his pick. We'll let him know. We ain't going to, cheat him or anything like that. We want to run.
We will let the people see, so we all can
let everybody see it. Let everybody see it. So we're going to go ahead and bring this graphic up again. Remember, he started with ITH at the tender age of 16. He is a diehard New York Giants fan. He attends Penn State University. He's probably out there right now. Well, I don't know because it's summertime, but he could be there. Maybe getting some summer classes or just gotten there early. Who knows? He has a twin brother. I'm wondering what is his twin brother's name.
I need to see this guy.
I want to know. Is it Sam and Samuel?
Is it identical or is it fraternal?
That's the other question. Is it Sam and Samuel? Or is it Sam and Samson? Well, how does it work? I just want to know. All right, and then he's been playing football since 4th grade, and he's the 2018 Inside the Hashes fantasy football champion. That is why he's the GOAT, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sam Kirk. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go ahead and bring up this graphic. But while we're bringing the graphic up, I want to know, Coach, where do you think he's going to land? And do you think he's got a second fantasy football victory, trophy, championship in his future?
I think he might have a second one in his future, but that future ain't this year.
Oh!
But I will say this, though. He will get a very, very good pick. We only got good picks left, but
this is true.
I'm seeing, honestly, a number 3 slot for him.
Seeing the number 3 slot for him. Number 3. Not bad, not bad, not bad. All right, well, let's go ahead and count it down, and let's see where Mr. Sam Kirk ends up getting in 3, 2, 1. Bam! Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. It's pick number. Oh, you were so close.
Very close.
You were so
but
close.
That number,
solid pick though.
2 slot.
Solid pick. That's a solid pick. Okay, number 2.
So Avery, how you thinking about this for Sam?
Man, I think the same way I feel about 11, just not as enthused. I like it because of the fact that obviously you can get a top 3 running back in the NFL, right? Or you can shift the entire first round. You can really shift the entire first round by taking the top receiver or whatever you want at the number 2 pick. Because you're almost guaranteed to have a running back off the board at number 1.
Yeah.
But that turnaround time, right? Now you're looking at multiple top 10 running backs go off the board, and then absolutely some top 10 wide receivers go off the board, and potentially even some top 5 quarterbacks. Before you can make that pick again, yes, you got the quick turnaround, right? So you can get a Keenan Allen and pair him with a
really good one. Listen, a really good one. Grab Nick Chubb at number 2, a Keenan Allen on a comeback around, and then drop that quarterback.
And then if the quarterback's available, or because it's the 3rd round, you really can shift the culture if nobody has done so yet, and go ahead and get yourself a Travis Kelce.
Or a Matt.
Darren Waller.
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. It's not a bad position. It's not a bad position. It's just, to me, not prime position, if that makes sense, right? It's like, it's good, and you'll always get a good player in that spot, and especially on the turnaround. It's just you've got to be really, really strategic. I think that's the spot where you really got to know how to draft if you're in a number 2 spot.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the next person. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this person needs no introduction.
Okay? Oh yeah, let me take care of this one.
Oh, all right.
Because the man that needs no introduction. Let's pull the graphic up first. Pull the graphic up, because this man has been talking about patting his ball for years and years, and I gotta love it still, because it's my man's, my friend, my co-host on the Air It Out podcast, Mr. Avery Collins, the best football player in Inside the Hashes history.
Facts.
Attend his first ever NFL game this season. Favorite player is not Julio Jones. We got to talk about this one, but he's him. He is him, Mr. Avery Collins. Welcome us. How you feeling?
Why, hello there, my faithful subjects. It is a pleasure to be with you once again. Yet again, I'm in the. All right. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm the best football player inside the Hatch's history. You know what I'm saying? That's
gotta ask, but see,
yes, only me. That's right, only me. You know what I'm saying? We can line it up. We can line it up. CEO, I still got some juice in the tank. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you one move. That's it. After that, you win. All right.
But
Anyway.
listen, Avery, I gotta ask, man. I gotta ask. If it's not Julio, who is it?
That's a very, very good question.
Is it a tie?
Favorite football player ever in NFL history. Ever in NFL history. This may be surprising to some. Some think it's Michael Vick. I love Michael Vick. He's in my top 3, but it's not him. Some think it's Terrell Owens. I love Terrell Owens. I think he's the greatest wide receiver to ever lace up the cleats in the NFL. Okay? It's not Terrell Owens. Some think it's
a lot of DB people.
Some think it's Peyton Manning. Right? I love Peyton.
Going out of DB people.
He is my GOAT. Okay. Some think it's Deion Sanders, aka Prime Time. It's not. It is not. Some people think it's a DB. It's not a DB. It's not a wide receiver. My favorite player in NFL history is none other than Adrian Peterson. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian Peterson is my favorite NFL player ever. The things I witnessed him do on the football field was absolutely phenomenal. He's my favorite running back ever. I think he's the greatest running back ever. The dude, he's at like prime AP.
AP is AD.
All day?
AP is AD all day.
Tear up your knee, have it fully reconstructed, and say, yeah, I'm going to come back and bust 2,000 yards and be 8 yards away from setting the NFL record, and only didn't do so because you decided to get your team in the playoff. AP, without question, he's in my opinion, he's the GOAT running back, my favorite player of all time. Right.
You know what? I cannot respect that more. I cannot respect that more than I already do. That's honoring the great right there, and I ain't even mad at it.
Yes,
I'm not even mad at it.
Sir, AP. Then it's prime time. Then it's Mike Vick. All right.
I told you the DBs is up there, people. You know he had to do it. But
you know it.
But Avery, what we doing here? Because unfortunately, we got only hot picks now. We got the 1s, the 3s, the 6s of the world. How you feeling? What you looking for? Because I know you wanted number 11.
I really didn't want any of these picks, but if I had to choose, I wouldn't mind number 1 at this point, just to have it back to back. But like I'm hoping for number 3. I'm hoping for number 3. I'm hoping for pick number 3 because it's still a long turnaround time from that in that second round. But I really can dictate how the third round is going to potentially move. And then obviously with that short turnaround time with those picks, I wouldn't mind having number 3 right there.
Okay.
So yeah, I think number 3 is what I'm hoping for, but we'll see what happens. But I got a feeling I'm gonna get that number 1 pick again.
Listen, Avery.
This time I'm not gonna pick Le'Veon Bell, y'all. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
For those who don't know, I picked Le'Veon Bell number 1 overall the year that he decided I'm not playing football. So. Yep.
Well, I'm gonna play for you, and let's pull the graphic up. Let's get this spin on the way.
You already know I'm picking Julio Jones, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, with Tom Brady, that might not be a bad pick.
Number 1 overall, Julio Jones. Okay. All right. And 3 said 2. 1. Let's see it. Come on, 3. D Wade, my favorite player. Come on, 3. Slow down. Right there. There it is. Come on, I called it now. Come on. Give it 3. And it's red. That's my favorite color. Listen, man.
Not you calling your Falcon shot.
Listen, that's the Falcons color. That's the Heat's color. That's my favorite color. I picked number 3. D Wade, my favorite player. Oh, snap. Y'all done messed up.
Avery feeling it. We see how you feel. Talk to
us.
Who we getting? Because we know it ain't Julio.
I'm solid, man. If I didn't get 11, I can settle for 3. I can absolutely settle for 3. That solid position right there is not pristine, not the best. It's just solid, and I'm okay with that. Ladies and gentlemen, just know Julio. If you were looking at Julio, he's not going to be there. Okay, he's not going to be there. That's all I'm saying. Julio with Tom Brady, you saw what Julio did with Randy. That's all I'm saying. He not going to be there. That's all I'm saying. He's gone. Mark him off your draft boards already. That's right. I said it. Okay.
See, I forgot how great Tom Brady is with older wide receivers, and let's be honest,
he brought Deion Branch back from the grave.
80% Julio is still better than 70% of this league.
That's a fact. I would say it's better than 85% in this league. That's my personal.
See, I'm being generous to some of the younger studs out here. I'm being a little generous.
They improving. Julio's proven. That's Hall of Fame right there. So I got to put some respect on his name. Okay. All right, look, we're gonna go to the next pick, and that is Mr. Lewis. Lewis unfortunately could not be here with us today, but Lewis actually won the Inside the Hashes Fantasy Football League last season. So shout out to Lewis. We wish he could be here with us, but he could not be. So we're going to bring up Lewis's stats. We're going to introduce him, even though he's not going to be able to be with us. We're going to
listen. He decided, I already beat y'all, so it's nothing needed to talk about.
Right,
here, right?
So I ain't going to show my face with you peasants. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is. It's okay.
So Mr. Lewis Ramos, again, is the defending champion of the Inside the Hashes Fantasy Football League. He got lucky winning it. Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he did, because Jerome absolutely should have won that. Like CEO should have won last year. Like, let's just call it what it is. He should have won. Okay, that's facts. Okay,
could have, would have, but
to be the best friend about winning his league. Okay, all right. Well, listen, this is all, and he's delusional. Oh, I love it. Great stuff.
Listen, Lewis is definitely a good guy.
Great guy.
Definitely love having him on here when he can, but he ain't winning it this year.
Nah, he ain't going back to back. He ain't going back to back. We're not Drizzy out here, okay? We're gonna go straight into this pick. Let's bring up this graphic and let's get his pick on the board. Again, there's pick number 1. There's pick number 6. There is pick number 4. Those are remaining picks, ladies and gentlemen. Watch our CEO get number 1. I see it already. Okay, he's gonna get number 1 again. He hates it, and it's funny.
He's gonna get it
every time, but he's gonna get it. Let's spin this wheel in 3, 2, 1.
Oh man! He got middle of the pack. Listen,
right in the middle, baby. Right in the middle. All right, Coach. What do you think? Like, what would your strategy be if you got number 6? Obviously, you got number 11, but if you got number 6, what you think? Like, how would you feel at this moment?
So I feel like 6 is a great spot. Like, we keep talking about you can really shake up the draft at that point, but he truly has the number to shake it up because you have the top 5 guys already gone.
Yes.
And at this point, now you can really, just say whatever. You know what? Do I want a running back? Do I want that number 1 wide receiver? Do I want that number 1 quarterback? Anything he wants, he can get and destroy everyone else's board.
Yeah, it's really as I like to call it, the juggernaut position, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you literally can impose your will on this entire draft at that middle position. Like, you literally can say, oh, all the top 5 running backs are gone? Bet. Let's start to run on receivers. And then when it comes back, oh, the rest of the top 10 receivers and top 10 running backs are gone?
Listen, number 6 is the trendsetter pick right there.
Bet. Let's get a
that's the trendsetter pick right there, man. If you want to be a trendsetter, you want to make things happen, that is the pick for
the juggernaut. It's literally, like I said, it's the juggernaut position. It literally dictates, like, let's call it the dictator. We're not even going to call it number 6 anymore. We're not even going to call it number 6. We're going to call that position the dictator. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dictators, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay?
Braxton.
Oh, I'm sorry. 11 Braxton.
On that name.
I apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dictator. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Braxton. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that.
Listen, we got to do it right. And let me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
Who do you think, Avery, is going to be the number one wide receiver off the board?
Ooh-wee. It's tough, man. It's tough. All right. So, like, you would think Devontae Adams, right? He's with Derek Carr. Derek Carr has since 2000 and I believe 15 or 16 has led the league in passing yards. He's also been top 3 in completion percentage. And this is without having anyone close to the caliber of a Devontae Adams. Okay, we know Hunter Renfrow is really, really good. I think he's one of the best route running wide receivers in the NFL. Hunter Renfrow is slept on, really, really good. But
I'll say top 10 wide receiver in route running for sure. Easily top 10, maybe top 5 for real.
I think he's top 5. I was gonna say I think he's top 5 in my opinion.
Maybe top 5 for route running alone.
Yes, sir. Now, he's not the biggest. He doesn't have a lot of speed and different things like that. So he's not a huge threat to defenses. So you add in the Devontae Adams with Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller's already there, right? So Derek Carr, who's again he's able to spread the ball around. He has a high completion percentage. Doesn't turn the ball over. He can throw the football. And let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, they were teammates at Fresno State and worked out for the first 6 seasons of their NFL careers.
They're very, very comfortable with
They're
each
like
other.
this. Like you talk about chemistry.
It's there.
It's there.
It's been there just waiting.
Derek Carr is accurate. I mean, so you would think Devontae Adams. But I don't think it's going to be him. I don't think he's going to be the number 1 receiver off the board. Here's who I'm going to say, and I'm giving away a little bit of my draft insight here. But here's who I think should be, not will be. So I'm gonna give should be, and then I'm gonna give will be. Here's who should be, in my opinion, the number 1 receiver off the board. And hear me out.
Drum roll.
Mike Evans. And here's why. There's no more Gronk. And Chris Godwin is hurt. Julio, yes. We know he's there. But let's call it what it is. We got to see Julio be good. Because last year, he was injury prone. He was barely on the field. When he was on the field, he was solid, but he only had 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans, okay, has set an NFL record. 8 straight.
That lucky number 8
straight 1,000-yard seasons.
And
now you know Tom has got to go to him because the chemistry's there.
Mr.
Gronk isn't there.
Consistent.
Godwin isn't there.
Year in.
And Julio is new.
Year out.
I think Mike Evans should be the number 1 receiver out there. I predict a
Listen, you can't knock Mr.
year
like
from Mike Evans. Okay? But who will it be? I think it's going to be Cooper Kupp. I think Cooper Kupp is going to be the number 1 receiver taken off the board simply because of the fact of what he did last year. The fact that we're not sure what's going to happen with Odell Beckham. If Odell Beckham comes back, maybe he won't be. But then you still got the Robert Woods situation. Like I don't know how you could take another wide receiver other than Devontae Adams, like I said, over Cooper Kupp. You talk about the top targets in the league.
I got you.
Top targets for you. Like he's a big guy. Here's the thing: Cooper Kupp plays like he's 5'11". He's 6'2". He's 6'2". He's a big dude. Like he's not small. He's strong.
And he's in and out on breaks just as fast as the tiniest of people. But
I think it's going to be him.
I don't think it's going to be Cooper Kupp or Devontae Adams. And just hear me out here. So we talk about the greatest that's playing right now. We talk about the guys that really, really do it year in and year out. But
you better not say Justin.
Are we talking? Are we going to forget about the young phenoms that's been coming into this league and carrying it up year after year after year? No. And a lot of people might think it's
I know where you're going.
I know where you're going. Jefferson, right?
I know where you're going.
Jefferson still has Kirk Cousins.
I know where you're going.
Kirk Cousins do.
I know
But
where
when
you're
we
going.
come here,
And
and
you
we're going to
should-
talk about that connection and that chemistry
You
and
should
that
go there.
LSU
Because he
bomb
pushed
raging.
y'all.
Mr. Jamar Chase should be number one coming off the board. Listen, man, what I say, what he did last year as a rookie receiver,
Ooh.
we've seen a lot of great rookie receivers. Oof, this was a bad man right here. He had a game of 271 yards.
I know you remember that.
Against the Chiefs.
I know you remember his other 266
Oh,
yard game.
we not listen. As much as I am a Ravens fan, to see what he did to our defense,
Man,
it told me for 2 times a year there was only one person to fear on that team, and that name is Jamar Chase. I'm sorry, he got to come off the board first.
all right, look,
Enough
enough football talk. This isn't the Aired Out podcast because we can go all day. You know, we can talk football all day. Okay.
Man.
We're going to get back into the selection show. We're going to bring up none other than, well, let's introduce him first. Let's give the facts, okay, about Mr. El Jefe himself, the CEO, Mr. Jerome Jones. He's never given up a touchdown as a starting quarterback. And that's only because he never got a chance to go against me in the red zone. Praise the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I gotta cook them, okay? Can't work without music playing. I'm one of those people that I can't have music playing. I'm a musician, so like it's gonna distract me. I can't do it. In 13 years, he's only missed the fantasy playoffs twice. Wow, that's impressive. That is actually very impressive.
Are we talking about consistency? That's the definition right there.
That's impressive.
That's consistency right there.
And he took a year off. That's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Consistent.
Just this summer, he met Cam Newton, AJ Terrell. Again, let's start that sentence over. Just this summer, met Cam Newton, AJ Terrell, who should be a top 5 corner in this league, Mohamed Sanu, Pac-Man Jones. Let's keep it going. Jeff Okudah. Let's keep it going. Jerome the Buck.
That's the one. That's the one.
And rap legend, Young Jock. Young Jock. Rap legend. That's a stretch, but I'm glad you had it.
We're going to give it to him for this one. But
that was fun. That was real funny because real quick story. We went to 707 and his son actually plays football down here. So he was down there for his son. And literally the second I seen him, I was like, that's Young Jock. I don't miss a face, bro. I don't miss a face. So then like he was talking.
Did he have the perm?
No, he didn't. He didn't. He had the perm. He had the hat on too. So but it was funny. That was literally the only time we had a DJ there. So it was some kind of weird correlation there. They had a DJ out there and he was talking to the DJ. And I walked to the DJ, I was like, hey, Young Jock. He was like, oh, yeah, that's Young Jock. He said all casual. I was like, I knew that was him. That's crazy. Went over to him. We said, what's up? And one of the guys there was like, yo, you want to interview with Young Jock? I'm like, we're a football company, but sure, yeah. So we brought 2 other football players in there, young guys. Shout out to my guy, Popo. He was in the interview too. Had a little interview with him, talked about his son and stuff like that. It was cool, man. He's a cool guy. So it was fun. It is one person I left off that list, by the way. Darren Waller. I forgot. Put him on. I don't know how
you forget.
Darren Waller in there. Yeah.
That's not a name you forget. You leave Young Jock off that list next time. You put up there.
Facts.
Facts.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Especially if he ain't got the perm in.
No, you're right. The green perm, right?
Either or, I don't care.
Perm is a perm.
Big perm. Big perm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you left off a Falcon favorite. Okay? And if it wasn't for injuries, Sean Witherspoon. Come on, man.
I met a lot of people this summer.
Falcon just having a ball this summer. I thought I was having fun. No. El Jefe is out here doing the thing in the A.
It's the A-Town, baby. It's the A-Town. That's why you can pull up and see what he's got. And people be like, all right.
No,
people
look,
in Atlanta see Young Jock, like, all right.
I gotta ask the CEO.
No, I totally forgot about him. Thanks, Avery, for reminding me. Dude, yeah, I met a lot of people this summer. It was insane. So 2 things I want to mention. One, I'm not happy about these picks, man. I mean, I got 50 How is he gonna get it? Pick again. I'm so mad right now. Like, I'm sitting there spinning this wheel, and I'm just like, yo, this is gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again, ain't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And 2, shout out to my boy Lewis. I had to give him that ugly picture because he got on my nerves. 1, he's not on today. 2, he had to beat me last year and keep talking about it all the time. So I had to give him that ugly picture. So shout out to Lewis. I hope you see this video, and I hate you. And so yeah.
All right. I gotta ask one quick question, Mr. CEO. And this one is a personal one because see, even before he became an arch rival of ours, I love the way this man ran the ball. Tell me, is Mr. Bust the same as he is on the field, or is he just a cool old head?
Yo, he is the coolest dude, yo. Like, what you see on TV is not fake. He is so cool. Like, you know what's funny is, like, I just talked about Young Jock, right? And, you know, his son was there and stuff like that. And, you know, Young Jock was cool and everything like that. But, you know, when your son's there, you want to talk about your son, you know? Jerome, you would never knew Jerome Bettis' son was there. You would never know that. He didn't say nothing about his son. And so we was talking up his son and stuff. And he was just like, yeah. I mean, he had nothing to say about his son. And I thought that was real cool because he's super humble. I mean, I went up to him, made a joke like, hey, man, he took my name, that kind of deal. He laughed about it. We had a good talk. So Jerome Bettis was a cool, like, literally what you see on TV. And obviously, I'm an Eagles fan. So, like, I don't really like the Steelers.
You know what's funny?
And what he did to my team a couple of times. It
like,
hurt.
You know,
but,
I'm not
what he did to Ray Lewis. What he did to Ray Lewis.
Like, keep it a buck. I know what he did.
But what Ray Lewis also did to him. But also what Ray Lewis did to him. Good Lord. All right.
They went back and forth.
It's funny because there's a catch to it, right? It's like some people would look at them and like, you ain't talking about your son? Wow, like why would you not talk about your son? And the other side of that is like, no, I'm not gonna talk
too much about your son now.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna talk about him. Like, I want him to make a name for himself. I don't want him to make a name being my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's super dope. I like that.
I think a lot of OG legends do that a lot more for their son. They allow them to make a name for themselves instead of having to stay in their father's shadow. And that's such a great thing going on there.
Yeah, if you met Jerome Bettis' son, I think he's Jerome Jr. if I'm not mistaken. If you met him too, you would never thought that was his son because like they talk, they interact with each other, but like other than that, like you would have never known that was his son because they don't like that's my dad or that's what they don't like. They cool, So like when he's playing and he's on the field, that's another kid basically. And I thought that was really
dope. That's dope. I like that. That's good stuff, man. Well, Mr. CEO, if you get when you get the number 1 pick, we're changing your name, okay? Juan will no longer be the one and only. You will now be the one and only because you will be number 1.
Yeah, number 1 2 years in a row. That's like, and it's not like I want it because I don't want it. And honestly, even with the number 4 pick, I don't even want that pick. So it's like,
if you get number 1, I'm calling you Uno for the rest of your life. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna have to change my name from El Jefe to number 1 on there.
El Uno, okay?
El Uno.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring up the wheel, and I don't even know why we're bringing it up. You're gonna just pick number 1. You're 3, 2.
Let's just go ahead. 1. It's okay.
Pick number 1. Here it is.
Boom!
Oh, he got lucky.
Yo, you want to hear something? You want to know something funny? I was so confident I was gonna get 1. I picked the graphic at number 1 already. It was I just put it in. I was like, I got it.
He made sure.
Yeah. Well, go back, readjust that.
Crazy.
And you got pick number 4. I know you don't like pick number 4, but
I don't.
I know you like it more than 1.
Yeah, I hate number 1. I didn't like it last year. I did go to the championship with the number 1 pick last year, but guess what? I didn't even have my number one pick the entire year anyway because it was Christian McCaffrey. So it didn't matter. I'm better with 4. I don't want the number one pick because the whole issue that I had last year, the issue that the previous person had the year before that, the issue that you had that
the number one pick is cursed right now. Like
it is. It really is.
Every time
that number one pick, you had Christian McCaffrey 2 years in a row, and then Le'Veon Bell. So it's like, I'm happy I don't have it anymore. Good luck with Ray. Ray's not going to be on here today. He is going to have the number one pick. I'm very curious what he's going to pick. And I have a feeling I kind of know because me and him talk a lot. But
who picked Derrick Henry?
He could. I mean, I could definitely. You know what? I'll say this about Ray. And even with me and him talking, because me and him talk all the time when we're in the RPO podcast, he is very unorthodox drafter. Where when he drafts, you're like, that was a good pick, but would I let that player off for him too? He does a lot of that. It's like there's a player that you think does, and it's not a big margin. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like he goes crazy, but like it's like
he gonna pick Jalen Waddle. Let's go with
it. It's like all right,
he definitely picking Jalen Waddle. I call it.
Oh yeah, Jalen Waddle. I'm probably gonna try to get Tyreek to come around. He might not be able to get him, but I'm very curious what Ray does, and this is the first time he has a high pick too. So.
Let's not talk about Ray. We'll talk about Ray later. What are you gonna do at pick number 4? I see it. Yeah, number 4, man.
I'm picking a running back.
All right.
Who's the question? Because there's a guy I was contemplating at number 1 last year. I don't want to say it because I've got 3 other people in front of me. Guy contemplating last year pick number 1 overall. So if you guys don't remember, you want to cheat a little bit, you can look at the last draft and kind of understand who I was going to get. There's a guy, and I'm hoping falls to 4. If you don't fall to 4,
I know exactly what you're talking about. He's not falling to 4. Not after the season he just had.
Nah, and I predicted it too. I knew he was gonna have that year.
I know exactly who you're saying.
Ain't no way.
He's not staying that long.
He's not staying in there. If he goes to number 4, I'm gonna slap everybody at number 1 through.
Yes, you have to at that point because clearly.
And this is why I'm hoping Ray has one of those kind of drafts where it's like not the kind of.
You can hope all day long, but I'm telling you this now, he ain't making it to you, buddy.
I'm trying to tell you.
If he makes it to you.
I'm at number 3. I'm at number 3.
Avery's there. No.
So you know if he's there at 3, which he shouldn't be, I'm taking him. You know that.
That's a wrap. All right, so we know Avery's first pick, everybody. We know Avery's first pick, everybody.
Well, I'm gonna just say it now then, because I'm not gonna get it. It obviously is Jonathan. I literally last year, and I said, and Avery knows because in his league I got him too. Number 1 overall, I really was debating McCaffrey or Jonathan, and the only reason I didn't get Jonathan because he just came off his rookie year, and Christian McCaffrey had more experience. So I'm like, I'm banking on him being healthy. It was one of those two. So
I will say Jerome was out of every fantasy league I was in, Jerome was the highest on Jonathan Taylor.
I'm not mad at it.
The highest. All right, listen.
See what he did.
CEO, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for putting it together. Good luck to you. Number 4, you didn't get number 1, but ladies and gentlemen, that means my twin, Mr. Ray Roberts, is the number 1 overall pick in the 5th annual Inside the Hashes Fantasy Football Draft. So we're going to bring up the graphic. We're still going to introduce Mr. Ray Roberts again. As you can see, he is my twin. The resemblance is absolutely uncanny. He is a proud grandfather to a beautiful, I'm not even going to. Okay, he's a huge music lover. He does love his music. That is true. That's right. He's been married for 38 years, ladies and gentlemen. That's
I'm
gold.
trying to get like Mr. Ray.
You feel me? That's goals right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's big goals right there.
Look here, he loves his wife. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And he's been a Notre Dame fan for 53 years. He's been
He got goals all around.
He's been in love with Notre Dame longer than he'd be married. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Ray Roberts. And I wanted to see his reaction in number one, but I'm gonna just give him a call and be like, hey, I know you didn't just spin it. Oh, he didn't just spin it.
Oh, the one.
I guess you got to, right? I guess you got to. You got to spin it.
Gotta give him the pick.
All right, pick number one. Coach Ray, you get pick number one. Sorry, I guess. I don't know. Maybe you like it. Maybe you want number one.
He maybe want it, he maybe don't, but got what he got, and we will see how it works out.
We'll see. We're gonna wrap this up, but before we wrap it up, Coach, what are your thoughts on how this draft played out, man? How do you feel about it? Not the draft, excuse me, the selection.
So I'm feeling actually pretty good. I like some of the spots that some of these guys have gotten, and I like who's at the top because I feel like we have two very good people that can really shake it up. So I want to see what happens at the number 1 slot and then number 6 slot. Those are the two I'm looking for right now. After those picks, everyone else I feel like is going to be a little safer, a little more strategical. But those two, those going to be our wild cards right there, people. And whatever happens from there, it's going down.
Man, listen, all I'm saying is that Dictator and then Braxton spot. Those are the two spots I'm looking for. How are you going to set off the trend for the second round? You know what I'm saying? With that back-to-back. I want to see what's going to happen, man. What's going to happen? What's going to be the trickle-down effect from those two positions? Well, we will see, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. I can't wait.
I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to go. Listen, I'm ready for the draft now.
I'm ready for it myself. I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. For those who don't know or maybe wondering, when is the Inside the Hashes actual fantasy football draft going to happen? I'll give you a heads up. September 4th at 7 p.m., ladies and gentlemen. September 4th, 7 p.m. is the Inside the Hashes 5th annual fantasy draft. We will be live. That's right. Live. Getting those picks in. It's going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait.
Get them out. And
we will see you there. It's going to be turned up. We're going to have a good time, too. We're going to have a good time. So bring your draft boards, bring all your strategies, and bring the energy because we're going to have a good time. Coach, it's been a pleasure hosting with you. Thank you so much for stepping in.
Listen, thank you for having me. Listen, I'm just trying to fill in for a goat shoes. I mean, it's big shoes to fill in, but I mean, I feel like I did him justice.
You did a phenomenal job. You did a phenomenal job. I think he would be absolutely proud of you. So, for Coach Braxton, for our CEO, Mr. El Jefe himself, Mr. Jerome Jones, my name is Avery Collins. This
Adam himself
is the Inside the Hashes 5th annual selection show. We will see you all September 4th at our draft. But until then, Inside the Hashes, we over. We out. See y'all.